Okay, so I'm Beck Lane, and this is Catalyst and Company. Catalyst and Company, we're a catalyst in each other's lives as well as our own, and we work at being the artists we've always wanted to be. Now, it is no secret that I've been going in and out of some pretty deep depressions for the past 5 years since my dog died. Since my dog, I hate saying that, but since Bugsy died. I haven't been walking as much at all, really at all. I haven't been exercising. I haven't been caring all that much. And then the past 10 months or past year have been really, really, really difficult. And I'm not saying this for sympathy. I'm saying this because I know an awful lot of people who have been feeling the same way. The past 10 years, almost 11, have been pretty horrible for a lot of people. But something has changed in me. And I want to use whatever that whatever switch was flipped, I want to use that to help bring people out of their darkness as much as I possibly can. A couple of weeks ago, I started doing videos again, and then I broke my iPad, and I went, "Oh my God, really? Can this just stop?" But I'm very fortunate. 2 friends had an old iPad, and they gave it to me. That's what we're working with now. So awesome on that one. Awesome possum. There are other things going on that I'm excited to share. Hopefully they'll give you a little bit of direction on how to keep your head above water, keep from drowning in this constant deluge of horrid. We can't ignore it. It's not going away. And I actually heard something. I've been binge watching. Sorry about this. I've been binge watching Downton Abbey. And Lady Grantham said something in one of an episode I just watched that hope, something like hope is a form of delusion. And although I agree, I totally agree, hope is a form of delusion. And yes, we need to see reality, and we need to see it clearly. We are drowning in, or I've been drowning in the reality, the reality that they're pouring all over us. And hope, even if it is delusional, is our way out. So I want to provide some hope here through the things that I'm doing, but they aren't just I'm doing all these great things. It is I'm doing these in partnership with other people. I'm very, very, very fortunate. I've hated where I live, but now I know I'm here for a reason. Because I'm very lucky that I'm partnered with multiple organizations, all underdog organizations that are fighting the very good fight. So I get to have that in my life. And I'm not meaning to flaunt that extraordinary experience in front of people who don't have community like that around them, physically around them. But let's not forget, the web is very big, and there are always organizations who are seriously looking for artists, not just to take work from and sell it and make money off of, but to partner with, so that they can make a difference. Okay, that kind of said, that vagueness kind of expressed. I'll tell you some of the organizations I'm working with here in Sarasota. I work with one called Sea Alliance. I am their art department. I am their artist, which makes it. I want to cry. It makes me so proud. Sea Alliance has been fighting banned books. They've been fighting Moms for Liberty. They've been fighting. Right now, they're fighting the takeover of public schools and the ending of public education here for most students, as private charter Christian charter schools come in and take over public schools and parasite their way into real estate. They're fighting that. They're fighting multiple fronts. And I get to say I'm their artist. And it's not just me coming in every once in a while and decorating things. We're expanding my role, and my role will include also training other or younger artists, like high school to college level artists, to do the work that I do. I've never wanted to be a teacher, but I'm really excited about this. Now with Sea Alliance, we're also partnered with Avenue of Art, because in front of Sea Alliance, I had 7 sidewalk illustrations that were destroyed by the city and Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis's edict that all pavement art would be destroyed. I had 7 there, but I had 11 total with an organization called Avenue of Art, which is a subset of the Sarasota International Chalk Festival. Avenue of Art had over 300 illustrations, or about 300 illustrations, painted on the sidewalks by over 200 international artists. All of that is gone. But I am working with the organizers of Avenue of Art on several fronts. One of them is we're building 2 legal cases. I guess maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. We're organizing a pushback, a fight, and we're pretty much there. We're almost there where we can talk about it somewhat publicly in a bit. Anywho, because with that though, with Avenue of Art and Sea Alliance, we just had a meeting yesterday talking about our partnership and how we're going to move forward. And it's like magic. Over the past month, we've been approached by an organization in Venice, which is 1 city down. They're about 30 minutes away. And they want to, we'll be replicating the idea of Avenue of Art. And that's opened to the door to replicating an Avenue of Art project here in Sarasota, which we're also going to be replicating the sidewalk illustrations that were destroyed in front of Sea Alliance at another location, actually in their parking lot. We're going to be doing it in their parking lot, and the city can't touch it. The state can't touch it. So we have a number of things going on in positive measure there. We're also doing interviews with artists from Avenue of Art. We only have a tiny handful. I think we have 6 or 7 right now. But as we're moving forward and we're moving in a more effectively positive direction, we'll be doing more and more and more and more interviews and getting videos from artists from around the world, talking about their good experiences being an Avenue of Art artist, what it was like. So I'm working with those 2 organizations. I'm also the artist for a black box theater called Urbanite Theatre, where I did a large replication of a detail of the rainbow crosswalk that was destroyed Memorial Day weekend, along with every other rainbow crosswalk in the state. So we've got kind of a replication of Joey Solomon's. He's a Detroit artist. Joey Solomon's rainbow crosswalk design is hanging up in their lobby. But then that Joey Solomon's rainbow crosswalk was commissioned by Project Pride here in Sarasota. And here we go. It goes even deeper. Avenue of Art, we are partnering with Project Pride in on several different fronts. We're organizing with them, we're partnering with them, and we're all partnering with Sea Alliance. So I'm really excited to kind of be at the center of it. Like the soft, squishy center of a Pop-Tart that you get to. It's got sprinkles, it's got frosting, it's got the delicious crust, and then it's got like the squishy center. I think that's me. It's me and a number of other friends. But so those are some of the measures that we're taking. In the deluge of icky and horrible and nightmarish shit that keeps falling on us, we as organizations, as individuals, as organizations, and as partners in this mess are working to be a bright light in the city, or bright lights in the city, and leadership in the city for not just art and artists, but also for communities, for various communities. So there's a lot going on there, and we're hoping to be super lofty and fancy. You're welcome. Me personally, on another level, Chasing Galleries, who is my gallery in town. I mean, this is how spectacular things are right now in this nightmare that we're living in. Actually, new artwork is being transferred. It's going to be transported over to Fort Lauderdale, over to J. Louise, my friend J. Louise at Blue Egg Gallery. He's going to be taking a bunch of Fridas that I've been working on, or I have worked on over the past couple of years, and I stopped for a while. Now I'm back at it. So he's taking a bunch of Frida Kahlos, and then in town, which we've posted online, by the way. I've got videos up on Instagram and Facebook about the Frida Kahlos that are left in this portfolio. And then moving forward, I'll be doing more. But as for in town here in Sarasota, my gallery, Chasing Galleries, we have reorganized our relationship, and they have a bunch of new work in there. They have older work, but they have new work hanging up there. And they've been building my page on their website. So you can now purchase my work online through Chasing Galleries, which is a first. This really is a first. So we have a number of new things up, including small works that run under $500. They're the portrait. I've talked about these before. I think they're little portraits on unstretched, distressed canvas that are then tacked with upholstery tacks on wood that I've painted and then carved and stained. It's not like master level carving, it's me. So it's kind of, it's always interesting, but it feels appropriate for the moment. So I'm taking some smaller portraits from my William Bullard portfolio, putting them on these tiny distressed, unstretched canvases, tacking them on with these antique-y looking upholstery tacks, and those are headed down to Chasing Galleries, but they're available through their website. And then we have other work ranging in size and context and subject matter up on their website too. But if you see something that you like, please, if you've seen something that you're like and you're interested, let me know. Get a hold of Jay at Blue Egg Gallery, and that's BLU Egg. His contact information is down below. Or contact Chasing Galleries. But I'm really excited about Chasing because you can just see the work, see the portfolios that we have up, or examples of them. Click on it, purchase it, no problem. And they do shipping, as does Jay. But Chasen does a fabulous job shipping as well. So there's a lot going on. I think there was something else with Chasen going on. Yeah, we've partnered with Sotheby's. And Yeah, we've partnered with Sotheby's. You're welcome. I am incredibly fancy. Cheers. So that's the haps. That's the haps. And I'm not telling anyone this to be braggy pants. First of all, I'll forget. So half the time I forget what I'm doing. But I'm not telling you this to be all braggy pants. Like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. It is to help inspire, I hate this, inspire people, or give you the strength to reach out and start talking to people about what can we do, what can we do, what can we do, what can we do. I actually, in my research about the erasures all over the state, I found several articles that violate the Florida Constitution. So I've been reaching out to organizations and talk to lawyers in other cities about it. I've found ways that this could have been prevented that they didn't even know was in their city charters. So I've been talking to people about that. People in cities all over the state. So in all this absolute ugliness, there are ways we can find, there are things that we can be doing that maybe we never dreamt of doing before. This is a prime opportunity to grow and become the artist you've always wanted to be. I've had to learn more about copyright law because of Avenue of Art. As we research the artists and their files and the work that they've done, I've had to learn more about copyright law. It's not something I normally worry about. But when an artist has painted, say, Spider-Man on the sidewalk, that's an image that we can't use in various projects because it is a copyrighted image, a copyrighted character. Salvador Dali, other things that people have copied. I've had to get permission to use photographs of the 3 people I painted. The rest of it was original, so we don't have to worry about it. But I walked into my gallery the other day and I saw work by an artist that was very clearly should have been copyrighted, and they kind of didn't know. And it's a younger artist, and so we've been talking about that. And again, I'm not telling you this to pat myself on the back. It's just, you find that one person that needs help, or one little organization that can use your help as an artist, and it's just ripples and ripples and ripples and ripples. It ripples, and it can have effect on not just a tiny handful of people, which is fine, but dozens or hundreds or thousands or possibly millions. As artists, we can be a very powerful force. Let's use that. Let's find ways to use that. Oh, and I'm really excited too because I'm going to be designing the logo for a friend of mine who's starting a podcast that has already been syndicated. If you said to me a year ago, I would be working with all these organizations across the state or having an effect on anything, anywhere, that I wouldn't just be dog paddling around terrified of my own life, I never would have believed you. I was trying so hard to just like, please make something happen, and here we are. So please share with me in the comment section down below. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you find, and it doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Maybe it's in a month. Maybe it's 6 months. Maybe you don't even see this video for a year or two. Please let me know. Please let me know the ways you have found to expand your heart, your mind, your soul, and your reasons for being here at this point in time. All right? Good enough? Okay, don't forget, if you want to see my artwork, right now they're organizing it. The page is really ugly, but you can still get to it. I'll make sure there's a link down below. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that out loud, but it's not. But the work is up. The work is at least up. But don't forget, you can contact Chase and Galleries. You can go to their website. You can go through the different pieces that we have. And they're starting at like $400, and then they go up from there to larger and larger paintings. And then, of course, there's Blue Egg Gallery. If you wanted one of my Frida Kahlos, contact Jay at Blue Egg Gallery. Don't forget, both places have, we all have payment plans too. Let's not forget about that. That's a lesson we learned a long time ago. Anyway, all right, I gotta go shower. I'm gonna go drop off work at Chasen, and then I'm going to the gym. Oh, this is the other thing. I stopped going to the gym. I've stopped doing a lot of things that I enjoy. And yesterday, one of the kids that I work with said to me, I know older people worry about us because these particular organizers, social justice warriors, he was saying to me, I know people worry about me, and not me, but him, and the people around him, that they're not taking care of themselves. And he said, Beck, I go to the gym every day. I go to yoga 3 times a week. I make sure to go out and do something fun and special with my friends. And then I do something that is all about self-care, just like a luxury that is self-care. And as I am limping down the sidewalk and having trouble walking because I have not been taking care of myself for 5 years, I went, oh, I guess that is important. So he has inspired me to get my ass back to the gym where I haven't been for over a month. Go for a walk. Go for a walk. We cannot live in constant stress and terror all the time. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. Go get your hair cut. Go sit by the water. Every day, make sure that you have done something to reward yourself for just getting out of bed. Do something healthy to reward yourself. All right, I'm going to stop lecturing now. I'm going to go shower because I really am so far behind schedule. All right, ciao, ciao, ciao. Hey, Carrie, I love all your posts. I love your photographs, and I hope you're well down there in Australia. If I could swim to Australia right now, I would, but instead, I'm just going to stay here and continue the fight. All right, ciao. Ciao. Meow, 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 boink.